Hi guys, it's your girl Bougie Brie. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you choose to be here with me, and I appreciate that shit. We are doing my eyeshadow palette collection video. I am dividing it into 3 parts, and in each part there are 3 parts, if that makes any sense at all. In this video, there are 3 different sections, okay? And these are the sections in this video, okay? Section 1 has this many eyeshadow palettes, and this is the title of this section. In this video. In section 2, this is the title, and it has this many eyeshadow palettes. Section 3 has this many eyeshadow palettes, and this is the title. The total eyeshadow palettes I have in the whole eyeshadow palette collection is this. Okay, now remember, this is minus 300. Okay, so I had about 900 and something, and now I have about this many. Okay, that's it. That's it for the intro. The intro has the same for every eyeshadow palette collection section. Oh, I rhymed, bars. And that's it. That's all I have for you. So let's get into the video. All right, let's go. Okay, friends, we're going to do my budget-friendly eyeshadow palette. Let's start with my Sweet Shop collection. This is here as a marker, so I know where to put it on my monitor. I can see it. Let's start with my Sweet Shop collection from BH Cosmetics. This is C color. We're not starting with you. This is the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop Sugar Cone. A very bland but very beautiful eyeshadow palette. It is definitely a neutral palette. Then you have the bubblegum palette. Beautiful. This color right here is very rich, very dark. You have to be very careful with it. This is a beautiful color as well. Beautiful blue tone palette. Then you have the cherry on top. I am not a red toned person, but because of this is more of a pink color and this is more of a pink color, I can get by with this. Again, this is a very rich color. You have to be careful with it. Then we have the Cotton Candy, which is my favorite because it has purples. This acts kind of like a purplish blue color. Again, the darker colors are very rich, and you have to be careful with them. The Orange Sorbet, I'm not really an orange person. This is my least favorite. This is a really pretty, like, rusty orange. This is a really pretty color, actually. But this, of course, is another color you have to be careful with because it is very rich. And the last one in the Sweet Shop is the Pistachio. Love, love, love. Again, be careful with this color. This is really a beautiful crease color. All of the top shades, this is a duochrome. Excellent, excellent Sweet Shop collection. Next, we have the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin eyeshadow palette. I have not tried this one. I did have, which one did I have? Oh, the Switzerland palette. I gave that one up for this one. I haven't tried it. It looks beautiful. The blue tones, the cool tones, this particular shades, Tempting and Cravings, beautiful. Next, this is a C Color Cosmetics Fairy Tale eyeshadow palette. It is a dupe of the Clover palette from Too Faced. I did have the Clover palette. I sold it, and I found this at TJ Maxx, and so I picked it up. Next, let's go ahead and do my Eben New York eyeshadow palettes. I did pick these up off of Amazon, but they do have their own website, Eben New York. I have the Secret Affair collection in my high-end over in the other drawers. These are the smaller ones. This is the Secret Garden Secret Affair collection. I have not tried these yet. This is a glitter. I hate glitters. This is really pretty. I just don't want to even touch it. But this is the Secret Garden. This is the Midnight Desert Secret Affair collection. This top shade is gorgeous. And that is the Eben New York Secret Affair collection. I also have the Midas Cosmetics Green Tea Macchiato. They are no longer in business, but this is very reminiscent of the Subculture eyeshadow palette with that green and that mustard shade. I like this. This is great for travel. Very cute palette. Then let's move on. Oh, I forgot I have one more BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is the Drop Dead Gorgeous A Little Bit Psycho. This is a really cute palette. The black is very nice. The shimmers are very nice. That red shimmer is really pretty. I'm not too much into this palette. I might get rid of it, but it's a very nice palette for what it's worth. Okay, the next several are anything but Colourpop, okay? That's the rest after this are all Colourpop. And most of these are like real drugstore. This first one is LA Girl. This is the Keep It Playful Downplay eyeshadow palette. Very pretty. I had all of these and I got rid of them. This is more of a green color, green gray color. It's very pretty. Very pretty eyeshadow palette. These are from Revolution Makeup. This is like their Pro line. Another gray toned eyeshadow palette. Big fan of this one. I had all of them and they came broken, so these are the only two I had left. This is the exclusive. The other one was the Extinguish. Very pretty. Then, of course, I have the Old Fashioned Comfort Zone. That's upside down. Is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. There we go. I used to love this eyeshadow palette. It was a staple for me for a long time. I can't get rid of it. That's all there is to it. Then this one is the collab. This is the Follow Me eyeshadow palette. And I'm missing another one. Let me grab it real quick. This is the Follow Me. These are amazing. They're $14.99 at Sally's. They're very, very pretty eyeshadow palettes. I really do like them. I would recommend buying these over even like Milani or even Colourpop. I think they're way, way better quality, to be honest with you. This is the other one. This is the Sunset Dreams. Ugh. Hold on. We had a little mishap. Dreams. I have to fix this one. It came out all over my dress. So we have to fix this one again. But this is the Sunset Dreams. This color is beautiful. So we're going to put this on my desk and fix that one. The last one, which is one of my favorites, I actually have pan in this one, is the After Hours. If you look really, really close, I have pan in this one. Very reminiscent of the Subculture. Great eyeshadow palette. This is from Note Cosmetics. This is number 103. It's a green tone. These are all satins. Very pretty. I mean, you can use this in the outer V, crease. You can use that as a base. And these two you can use as lids. I like this palette. I really love it. Then we have the Soft and Sultry from Milani. Perfect. Perfect for work. Perfect for travel. The shimmers are not too like impactful or whatever, but it's a good palette. I would not pay $20 for it. I got it on sale. Same thing with the Bold Obsessions. I would not pay $20 for it. This is a really good work palette. It's very versatile. You can make an evening look, a work look, you know, a day look, whatever you want to make. It's perfect for that, but I still would not pay $20 for this. Now let's move on to my Colourpop. I do not have the shit ton of Colourpop that everybody else says. I don't have that. I have a lot, but not like everybody else has. I don't have like a dedicated video to Colourpop. I used to, but not anymore. This is the Blue Moon from Colourpop. It has been changed around several times by me. This shade was mixed up with various shades to create it. It's very pretty. Well, let me do it this way. Really pretty shade. This shade came from the Mara palette. Very pretty shade. So that's that. Then we have Just My Luck, which was also changed around. One of my favorite shades from Colourpop is in this palette, which is this one right here. That one is messing up. That's the one thing about these palettes is they move. I've changed this one around. I added this one. I think I added this one right here. Sorry, it's not in the frame. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I changed this one around. This is it. It's My Pleasure. I moved some of the ones from the Lilac palette into this palette. I love this shade right here. Very pretty. The Mara palette is completely different. I sent one of these to my friend Monica from Monica Adriana. Her channel is linked below. I sent one sort of like this to her in some singles. And the last one in that, like the original plastic packaging, is Blowing Smoke, which I've actually never tried. And I love a good Grades First. This is the Baroque eyeshadow palette. Oh, I'm sorry, the Ornate eyeshadow palette. I got rid of the Baroque. Okay, and then I have the Charm School, which is a recent purchase. I'm loving like this kind of grayish, almost green tones here with the goldish and the neutral colors. Loving it. That's taupe is wonderful, but this shade is giving me trouble, so that's why this is in here. It's a beautiful palette. It's just that one shade irritates me. Then the Nude Mood. It's a nude palette. That's what it is. The Mandalorian. Very cute palette. Now this does give me green, mustard, brown, gray. I really like this palette. Again, subculture vibes. Love it. Then we have the High Tide. Really pretty palette. I mean, I can't say anything else. This shade, you got to be careful with. The dark shade. It doesn't blend that well, but it's a pretty palette. Then I have my larger palettes. We have these right here. Some of these are much older. We have the Salvaje palette, which is a collab with, oh gosh, I can't read that. Becky G, I want to say. I've used this quite a bit. I really like this palette. This is a really gorgeous outer V shade. This is a great liner. Love that one. At first sight, I have not used yet. I know, sinful. What does it look like to you guys? What am I going to say? Subculture vibes. The Good Sport is a staple in my collection. If you can't tell, I've used it a lot. This color right here is insane. This is a great liner. This is a great color too, that taupe. Beautiful, 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 just sickening. This is an old school. This is my Little Pony. I can't get rid of it, even though it's probably not in the best condition. I can't get rid of it. So that's that. I just purchased The Witching Hour from Hocus Pocus. First of all, I've never seen the movie Hocus Pocus. Do not crucify me. But I love the artwork, and I love Bette Midler right there. This is not like the most inventive palette. I haven't used it. I don't really want to use it. I just really wanted it for the outer packaging. I'm just going to be all honest with you. This is the All That palette. I hate this. I hate this. Glitters, people. Stop putting that shit in palettes. No one wants that. Let's be real. The Club Cabana. This is a fun palette. It's really fun. I have not used it yet. This is really pretty though. This blue is deep. It's very sexy. It can be a liner. It can be an outer V. Now this one is the Misunderstood. I've only kept this because this is a, deep, dark, sexy palette. And it is beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't have many jewel tone palettes, and so that's why I keep that one. And the very last one in my budget-friendly eyeshadow palette is actually a BH Cosmetics. This is the Bronze Paradise. I've had this forever. When I went to Turkey and Germany, I think, I took this with me because it was so easy to make a look. I can make a day look, like with this. Boom. Then I can make an evening look with this. I can make a look when we went to the beach, and I had a bronzer and a highlighter. That's all you needed. That's it. That's it. That's all you needed. So it holds memories for me. So that is all of my budget-friendly eyeshadow palettes. Let's see what the next video is about. There will be 3 sections, I believe, per video. And so let's see what the next one is. Hold on. Okay guys, we're moving into my high-end eyeshadow palette collection. This is just mainstream eyeshadow palettes that are not indie. They're just owned by other conglomerates like Estee Lauder, blah, 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 blah. So let's start with my Urban Decay collection. This right here is my Urban Decay Naked eyeshadow palette. This is one that I purchased after they discontinued. So this is a new one. I have not used it. I don't imagine that I'll use it. It's not something that draws me in. It's just one that I bought just to buy. However, the Naked 2 I actually do like a lot. It is cool tones. I've really been into cool tones. You can see that I've really been into, what is that? Suspect and Verve and what is that? YDK. I really liked. I've had this for a while and I've used it quite a bit, and I really do like this one. I do have the Naked Smokey, which is also one that I really enjoy. The packaging is really cool. I have used this quite a bit. It's great for a good smoky eye. Great palette. Now, I do have the Urban Decay Naked Honey. My opinion, which is the only one that matters on this channel, is that these two shades are pretty much the same when you put them on the eye. These two. And if you really wanted a honey palette, they should have put in a mustard. That would have made it a honey palette. Like this. I mean, all of the mattes except for this are pretty much the same. And this, they could have put in a actual mustard shade and it would have looked way better. So that's how I feel about that. These two are from Jean-Michel Basquiat. If you don't know who Jean-Michel Basquiat, he was a famous painter, artist that was an immigrant. He is a tragic but beautiful story. He lived on the streets and was discovered, and he painted some of the most beautiful. This is actually his artwork right here. This is Urban Decay's best collab ever. I have all of the parts of this collaboration, and it's just a beautiful story. You should check it out. He died of a heroin overdose, but it's still a beautiful story. So this is either the Griot or the Tenant. Mine is coming apart, and you could actually hang it on the wall. It has the thing to hang it on the wall. I have one that I can hang on the wall, but this is the eyeshadow palette. It's really pretty. And then there's this one that's the more colorful one. Really pretty eyeshadow palette. And then, of course, to round out my UD collection, I have my electric palette, which was my first bright eyeshadow palette. And that's that. Let's move into, oh, let's do this one real quick. This is my Basic Bitch palette from Tarte. From MAC. I had all of these, this whole fucking collection, which was worthless. But I kept the Basic Bitch, one, because it says Basic Bitch, and two, this highlighter is really pretty. It's really, really pretty. It's soft, it's iridescent, it's really pretty. So if you hear thunder, that's because it's thundering outside. It's about to rain, cats and dogs, and little animals. Let's start with Tarte next. This why does Tarte do this? They make eyeshadow palettes, and on the back it just says eyeshadow palette. I don't know what the fuck that's about. This is a cool tone eyeshadow palette from Tarte. This is outrageous. It's really, really pretty. It's such a pretty, oh no, I'm not in frame. It's beautiful. I don't know why Tarte does this. Like this and this are pretty much the same. I'm not sure why they do that, but that's the way it is. So this, on the other hand, is the Man-Eater Glam Guide. This I really like. I don't know. I don't understand why brands do this. They make amazing palettes and then they make crap. This is a beautiful blush. This highlighter is outrageous. And then these kind of shimmers are kind of topper eyeshadow shades. This is a really beautiful, outer V crease. Same here. Really nice palette. And it was really inexpensive. Then I have these two. This is, I think, the Showstopper, or this is the Ladies' Night. It's similar to the Showstopper. And it has your bronzer, your highlighter, your blush, just like the Showstopper. And then it has these shades right here. And you'll see a lot of Tarte's palettes have these shades right there. And then, of course, this is just the most beautiful packaging ever. You can see that. This is the Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust, which, if you can look at, I have used a ton. And this right here, I mean, come on. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. So, I like that one. The last two I have from Tarte are the Young, Wild, and Cruelty Free. And the, Good High Tides and Good Vibes. Let's start with the Young, Wild, and Cruelty Free, which is actually called the Unleashed. This is one of my actual favorite neutral palettes. This shade right here is like a duochrome. It's really, really gorgeous. It's not coming out the way I want it to. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. It's really pretty. This shade is really gorgeous. You have this top row of neutrals. You have this really pretty burnt orange. You've got a mustard. You've got a gold. Really pretty eyeshadow palette. I tell this story all the time. I had this eyeshadow palette, and I worked at work, and I was working in a really conservative environment, and someone told me I looked like a stripper, and I sold it. And then I bought it back because fuck you. So that is that section. Let's move on to some more palettes. Let's pull out some of my Kat Von D. I will always call it Kat Von D. I will never call it KVD, Beauty, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell. No, I'm not calling it that, so just be ready for that. Before we go on to Kat Von D, let me do some one-offs real quick. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Before we move on to Kat Von D, let's do some one-offs real quick. This is the KW Beauty. This is the Classic 2. I don't understand this. Can someone explain to me why Kylie and Kim have so much fucking money, but they cannot bother to have decent packaging? You can't even see the KK Beauty. It's fucking stupid. This is a cool tone palette. I got rid of the Classic and the Classic Blossom, but I'm going to keep this one and try it. So that's the KKW. Now, this one is the Volcano Goddess from Becca. I redid this palette myself. And I took these two shades out and I mixed them with other shades and then pressed them back in. Don't ask me why I did that. This shade, worthless. There's nothing to put in the outer V. You could put this in there. It's a shimmer. I don't like this palette, but I fucked it up, so I can't sell it. So that's that. Let's go ahead and do Kat Von D. This is the Edge of Reality. This is the one that's KVD Beauty or whatever. I don't care about that. This shade is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's a duochrome, as is this one. I used this past week. I really like this palette. It's very soft and beautiful. The shades are very soft and impactful at the same time. Really nice eyeshadow palette. Then I have the I Am Divine. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. This shade, this shade, this shade, this shade. Everything that life's made of. So beautiful. Oh, I just realized something. I have some of my other ones up here. I keep all of my matte palettes together and I forgot that. Okay, I knew I had more KVD stuff. This is my Pastel Goth. This is the only real pastel palette I have. I don't know why they call it Pastel Goth. I guess just because she was into goth. Then I have my 2 Shade and Light Eye. This is the regular shade Light Eye. This is the Glimmer. This is the Glimmer. Worthless palette. Bought it on sale. And I only bought it to go with the Shade and Light Eye. Now, if you look at the old Shade and Light Eye and the cardboard packaging, it's different. It's much different. Like, these two are different and these two are different. If you look at the packaging and you look at the inside of it. An old school eyeshadow palette from KVD is the Monarch. You can look and see that I've used this quite a bit. I really do enjoy this eyeshadow palette. And then one of my absolute favorite, probably my favorite, is the Lolita Por Vida. This shade, this shade, this shade. Beautiful. All of the shades are stunning. I can't even think of a word besides stunning because it's so overused. It's just exquisite. That's what I'll say. It's exquisite. This is a just exquisite eyeshadow palette. Way to go, Kat Von D. Okay, let's move on to my Lorac. I'm trying to think if there's anything else hidden anywhere else. I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, there's nothing hidden anywhere else. Okay, let's start with the Unzipped. Why does it say Unzipped Gold and this is white, and why is this the Unzipped and it's a rosy tone palette? Don't ask me. The Unzipped I actually enjoyed better than the Pro formula. This is the Unzipped. This is a rosy tone palette. You can see I've used it a bit. This is my second one. I do enjoy the Unzipped formula better than the Pro. This is the Unzipped Gold. Everybody loses their shit over Unleashed. This is my second one of these. I did have all of these, the Unzipped, like the ones that come like this. I kept the Desert Sunset because it's purple and pink. It's not my favorite. This isn't my favorite. Now, the Lorac Pro was the very first eyeshadow palette that I purchased that was high-end. I panned, I'd say 3/4 of it. And then I bought another one. By the time I bought the other one, I had moved on to more sophisticated eyeshadows, and I've never touched this. But I will keep it, because I got rid of my very first one, so this is kind of sentimental, whatever. So let's go to my last brand, which is Anastasia. And I don't have that many. Let's start with my least favorite. This is the Prism. It's not that I don't like it. I hit pan in that black. It's just you really, really have to think about what you're going to do. And I don't have time for that shit in the morning. If I take my time, I'm going out in the evening and I have time to think about it, it's okay. But if I'm in the morning and I have to rush, I don't have time to think. So that's my least favorite. The next least favorite is definitely the Amrezy. Do you see how dirty this shit is? It's filthy. It's filthy. It's just a dirty ass palette. It's hard to keep clean. It's hard to stay on the eyes. It has all these glitters. It's really big. Not into it. Then my next least favorite, which is actually one of my favorites, so it's not like, it's not a bad palette. I really enjoy it. This is the Alyssa Edwards. I bought this in the Riviera. The Riviera sucks. The actual formula is completely different. This is a great, 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 great palette. Great effort at a colorful palette from Anastasia. Now these two are definitely tied for first place. My first love, of course, is Subculture. This is my this is my third Subculture. The first one, a lot of my shades broke. I've never had a problem with, you know, blending or anything. Then I gave one to Monica Adriana. Then I had another one, and this is my third one. This one fell out, which kind of bums me out. But I have this one, and this one, which are my favorite shades. The Electric. Now, the first two, my Electric, didn't do very well, but this one's good. So, and then Miss Jackie Aina. We're going to finish on a strong note. Miss Jackie Aina. This one has hard pan, which sucks. But other than that, it's a good eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. I like this one, which is Wigglelassie. I don't know how to say that. Sponsored's good. Gender's good. Lituation is good. Credit is good. I don't know. She makes up these words. I don't know what the fuck they are. But this is a beautiful palette. The actual colors of the palette. And a lot of people of fair skin were like, we can't use this. Blend this shit out and you can use it. So these are all my high-end, just mainstream eyeshadow palettes. So let's see what the next section is in this video. Hold on. Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing my small high-end and my small high-end indie. Let's get started. We have a lot to go through. This is the Midas Cosmetics Love is Love. I only kept the sleeve because it's different from the outer packaging. It is a LGBTQ Pride eyeshadow palette. It's actually very, very pretty. I have several like this, but this is, the formula is really good on this, so I'm going to keep this one. All of these I'm going to keep because I've decluttered most of them, and I'm just going to go through randomly. This is the Fenty Cosmetics. This is the Money eyeshadow palette. I've used this a couple of times. It's not something I'm really into, but it's okay. This is the Bare Minerals Latte palette. This is the, this is the Gen Nude. I had all of these at one point and I gave most of them away. This is a little washed out. Let's see if we can get a better, let's see. We'll see if we can get a better, let's see if we can get a better. Yeah, that's better. It's a better representation of the actual palette. This is the Ilia Cool Nudes. Cool Nudes. It's a little difficult to open. I have not used this yet. You're gonna hear that a lot. This is the Tarteless Party. This is what it looks like. Haven't used that one yet. This is the Tarteist Pro to Go. I have used this one. I gave one to my sister, and I have used this one yet. Pretty. This is Marge's Extra Ingredients. I kind of kept this for my childhood. It's really cute. This is the Tarte Natural Remix. I was going to sell this, but I kept it, and then this one fell out, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that one too. Metropolitan. I do like this one quite a bit, and I do like the nude. And I do like the platinum. I had the coral, and I wasn't a big fan of the coral, but these I do like. Now, this, I don't know what the hell to do with this. This is the Menagerie Cosmetics, oh gosh, the Violet Ink. I did have the Courtship, and I used it twice, and I hit pan immediately. This is the Violet Ink. I've used this twice, and it is a mess. You can see, oh god, I don't know what to do with this. Let's do my Juvia's Place. These are the 6-pan palettes. These are the only ones I have. Some people don't like these. I happen to like them. This is the Berries. This one's not my favorite. because it doesn't have really any foil type shades. This is the taupes. I do like the taupes quite a bit. This shade is really pretty. I do have the chocolates. I like that mustard, of course. The violets. A lot of people didn't like the violets. I happen to like it. It was pretty good. I like the sweet pinks. I thought it was really pretty. Then I have the Persona Identity eyeshadow palette. I changed up the lighting again. Then I have the Persona number 2, which is in the plastic packaging. I had the Persona 1, I got it off the website when it first came out. Then I have 2 more Tarts. This is the Don't Quit Your Daydream. These are one of the 2 first ones I got. And then I have the Classic Courage, which on the front says, she dreamed, she believed, she succeeded. These are 2 of the first ones I got. Let's see what else we got in this basket. I have the Glitter Storm. Isn't that cool? I bought it basically for that, but I ended up really liking it. The top 3 are glitter infused shades. It's actually a very pretty palette. Then I have these 2 from Lovelux. I'm not sure why people don't love Lovelux. I really, really like them. This is the Something Gorgeous. This is what the packaging looks like. And inside is very messy. I will say that. This fell out and I lost my shit. But it's very, very pretty eyeshadow palette. They are very foiled, very beautiful. And this is Summertime, Sweet Summertime. And I love the packaging. And I think the color story is very unique. Okay. Let's move on. I don't have that many left in this basket. I'm moving pretty quickly. This is the Midas Cosmetics High Times. I ended up buying one and I gave it to a friend. I do like this color story. I think it's very pretty. You have your mustard, you have your greens, you have a dark mustard, a lighter mustard, you have that really beautiful gray taupe, you have that outer V color, those 2 outer V colors. It's really pretty. Then we're gonna go back in time to the small Metal and Matte. This is one of Kat Von D's older palettes. It is a neutral, warm palette. I've used it, I like it, and I'm keeping it around. Let's move on to Lorac. Now I had all 4 or 5 of these. You could get 3, I believe, at Ulta, and the other 2, the other one you had to get at Kohl's. I happen to like the Unzipped better than the Pro. This is the Unzipped Elegance. They're 5-pan palettes. Just stunning. Sorry, just stunning eyeshadow palettes. This shade is everything. Really beautiful. The next one is the Brazen. Again, this shade is everything. Beautiful. Oh, I think I forgot 3. No, I didn't. Okay. Then let's bring out these. These are some of my smaller palettes. The first one I want to show you is a Dose of Color Cutting Edge. Really pretty. This shade is also everything. These 2, I would have liked to seen this more of a mustard color. That's just me. You guys, I don't know where I got this mustard shit from. This is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill. I didn't have any problems with this one. Mine came out really beautiful. So I'm keeping mine. Then I got these 2 from Ofra. This one is the Signature Symphony. Just a very neutral palette. I don't know why I got it, but I have it. And this is the Galaxy, which is up my alley more. It has those purple tones in it. If it would open, there we go. is a purpley pink tone, which I like a lot. And then I have one more Ofra. This is their signature Smokey. This is when they first came out with the signatures. And this is more of a satin type of eyeshadow palette. And then the last ones I have in this basket are my 3 Odin's Eye. Now, the micro and the midi, they really like these palettes, and I don't really know why. I don't see the big deal. This is the Skull palette. It's all shimmer. I don't know why I got it. I have all shimmer palettes. It's good. It's not what I thought it was going to be. This is the Alva 2 Ocean. Now this is pretty. I wanted the green one. I don't know why I got this one, but it's pretty. And then this is just the Alva 2 mini palette. I have 1,000 pink and purple eyeshadow palettes. I don't know why I got this one. Okay, so that's the first basket. Let's pull out the second basket. Okay guys, we're working on bucket number 2. This is the second bucket of my small high-end indie. And I think we actually got all of just the small high-end out of there. I think these are all indie. So let's start with the Dose of Color Blushing Berries. This is what it looks like. It's really dirty. Sorry about that. All of my matte eyeshadow palettes are on my desk area. This is what it looks like. Then we have the Baked Browns, which is also very dirty. Let's see. This one I have used a lot. It's great for just a transition shade or outer V. This is from Crate Finds. This is a brand that is no longer in business. This is Chase the Sunset. This is a beautiful summertime and fall palette. These two are from Gorgeous Cosmetics. One I actually made myself, and one was made by Gorgeous. This one I made myself. It has Mint Julep, Dune, Jet, and Peter Pan. This is the one I made myself. They're green shades. Really pretty. I like that one. And this is one that they made, but I replaced this shade right here. And I think that's from a Juvia's Place shade. I'm not sure. Then these two I have from Pure Cosmetics. I had all of them, but I have just these two left. This is the Techno, and these are actually really cute. And they have some very, very pretty shades in them. Okay, and then the other one is the Funk. The only thing is they're very hard to store because they stick to each other. Then I have two from Lime Crime. This is the Immortalis, which did not get the best ratings. They did not get the best reviews, but I happen to like it a lot. And then I have the Prelude Chroma, which also did not get the best reviews, but I happen to really like it. I went really hard on this shade right here. And this shade you have to be careful with because it's kind of streaky, but I like it. I used to have all of these from Colored Rain. I just have the Beauty Rust left. Of course I have it because of this mustard, but this is kind of a duochrome right here. If you can kind of see, it's really pretty shade. Let's do the last two of my, oh, this is so sad. These are the last two I have of my Violet Voss. I had all of these, but I got rid of all of them. And so this is a Creme Brulee. Great neutral palette. I have used it a lot. And the Sweet Violet, of course, is another favorite. And of course, I got it for the purples. Moving on to, this is the Artist Couture. Let me move these out of the way. This is the Caliente. I got this as a gift, I believe, because I would have never purchased it myself. The quality is not that great. However, the Midnight Maven is actually very good. And I have used this one. Okay, then I have from Sosu. This is times CLE Makeup. This one is the Baron Bougie, and I only got it strictly for the name, but the colors are very pretty. That yellow is very, very pretty. And this pinkish purple down there. And then the other one is my favorite. This is the Azure Allure. And it has these beautiful greens and blues and purples in that line. It's really beautiful. I have two from Tarte back here. So I do have some just regular high-endy. This is a style by Harouche. If you notice, Tarte press pretty much the same. They have one of these, a couple of these in every single palette. So then this is the Energy Noir. This is one of my favorite palettes from Tarte. I've had this for quite a while. Really pretty. Then we have a bunch of like 9-pan palettes. Okay, let's start with this one. This is Coming to America from Uma. This is was it Good Morning Zamunda. If you've never seen the movie, you need to see it. Really pretty. I only kept this because it was so gorgeous. You know, I usually throw those away. That's that one. Then I have, when I was introduced to Crate Finds, they had one particular palette that I was really enamored with called This Bitch. And so I ended up getting all of them. This is from Crate Finds. Really pretty smoky palette. This is also from Crate Finds. This is the Daydream. That one was the Nightmare. This is the Daydream. This is the Mi Amor from Crate Finds. I really like this one. Then we have the Tartelette Little Juicy. I bought all of these and I gave the other two away to a church that was using them for, you know, underprivileged young ladies. Then I have the Midas Cosmetics Lemonade. I really feel like they could have gone more green on this shade, but that's just me. This is Falling for Autumn by Tooth and Nails Cosmetics. They are no longer a brand, but you can tell that I have really gone hard on this palette. I love, love, love this palette. It is a great fall palette. Another good fall palette that I've used a couple of times, not as much as I want to, is the Saffron Palette from Suda Beauty. Beautiful. Now this one I might get rid of. I don't know. A lot of people didn't like it. But I mean, the bottom row is a good little, like this right here is a good little look. But I don't know. I'm going to set it to the side. That might be something I'll get rid of. The next was that 4 are from Maybe Cosmetics. These right here. Now, I will say I had all of the Maybe. The quality is excellent. However, the color stories were not online. This is the Los Angeles. Okay. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's really, really pretty. Then the next one is Tokyo, which is a place I hope to visit. Then Istanbul, which is a place I have visited, and the artwork is beautiful. There's a boat that can take you in Turkey that will take you from the east to the west. Turkey is one of the few countries that is in Asia and in Europe. Really beautiful. This is the Paris palette, which is also not one of my favorites, but it's a nice springtime eyeshadow palette. These two are from Kylie Cosmetics. I actually updated these. I have them already. Please tell me why Kylie and Kim have the shittiest packaging. This is the Blue Honey. It doesn't even say Blue Honey on the damn... I don't understand this. This one says the purple palette, but like they couldn't spring for the extra to do... I don't know. Like Kim's, you can't even see the fucking KKW. This is from Shadow Me. This is a PS I Love You. I really do like this. Sorry. Wait. Well, there we go. I really do like this. It has really pretty shimmer shades. I just don't know what look to make out of it. This is the Magical One by the Shadow Me. This is from Life Lamb. I really do like this shade right here. It's really pretty. And the last couple are from Jeffree Star, and then I have two over there I need to grab. This one actually is from our favorite, Sydney Grace. Beautiful. Oh, I have one more. This is from Mini MUA and Makeup Keep. I will never be getting rid of this one. And you can tell I've used it quite a bit. Let me grab these two over here. This is my Lion King and Sir John times Luminous. It's beautiful. The artwork on it alone is beautiful. And then the inside is just as beautiful. I thought about selling this, but I just can't. I am not a Disney fan, but this is one of my favorite. I like this one, and I like the Aristocats. And then I also like this. I am a huge collector of Jessica Rabbit. Huge fan of Jessica Rabbit. I don't know what it is. She is the sexiest cartoon I've ever seen in my life, and I was like 10. I have one that I use and then one I put on display. The rest are from Miss Star, or Mr. Star, I'm not sure how he identifies. The first one is the mini Jawbreaker. I really could have got this instead of the large Jawbreaker because this really has the color story that I want. And then the next is the mini Blood Sugar. I do like the artwork on this one. I don't like that bottom left shade too much. I do like that mustard. And then the other two are from the Shane Dawson. The other two are from the Shane Dawson collection. This is the normal one, the first one they came out with. And this is the second one they came out with the green shade. And this is the last one I have in this section. Okay guys, we have just completed my budget friendly, my high end, and my small high end indie. I am so excited that we've done this. Gosh, this for some reason took way longer than it should have. So I think I was just trying to position myself correctly on the floor and on the bed. I think we're gonna do it on the bed from now on. Thank you for hanging out with me and look forward to the second video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye for now.